Welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today's beer is going to be a nice warming beer, actually a winter beer. It's because it's been raining all day here in Denmark and it's only 15 degrees Celsius outside, so it's not too warm, which is quite irritating since it's summer. So I really wanted a nice big beer for a change, because I haven't been reviewing many big beers this summer. Today's beer is going to be the Brooklyn Monster Ale. This Monster Ale was born in 2005. It is a barley wine style ale, as it says on the bottle. And I bought this one back in 2007. I bought 2 bottles because I wanted to try one. And I tried it and it was actually really good. Now, then I chose to age the other bottle, and it's now been aging since then, so 3 more years. So it's been aging for 5 years total. And I wonder if it's gonna be like all mellow and no carbonation and such, but it might also have become way more complex, but we'll just have to see. It's on 10.8% alcohol by volume, so it's a really heavy beer. I'm gonna be using my Fuller's snifter, and I got some info here from the brewery's website. It says here, available from December through March. Brooklyn Barley Wine is a style of ale originally brewed by the bottlers of England and American aristocracy. It is brewed from the 3 heirlooms: British malt, spiced with aromatic American Willamette, Cascade and Fockel hops. After 4 months of aging, it has a magnificent burnished copper color, an aroma of redolent of sherry, citrusy hops and fruit, a soft, warming, complex palate, a spirituous finish, and a strength of 10.8% alcohol by volume. It is vivacious when young, but will age gracefully for many years, becoming more complex over time. So let's crack it open and see what this Monster Ale is about. Sounds like there's carbonation. And wow, that smells really nice. There's probably not going to be much of the hops at all. It's probably going to be a malt explosion by now, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll be using my full snifter, as I said. Actually, it doesn't pour as thick as I thought. There is even a head on here. It's just a small thin lace, but look at that. That looks really nice. Look at that. There's even a head on here. The color, yeah, let's start off with that. It's a murky amber color, dark amber color with some orange notes, maybe some red as well in the top of the glass. And the head is just an off-white beige head, which is more of a small lace. It's like a half a pinky head almost. But actually it looks really nice in the glass. I'm having this pretty warm, around 10-12 degrees Celsius, because I want to get the most out of it. I usually have barley wines pretty warm already, but let's check out the aroma. Yeah, no hops at all really. There's a very, very faint citric note, which is probably from the hops, even though it's this old. Some alcohol, along with like some fruity esters of like dark fruit, like dried dark fruits like raisins, for example. Maybe dates as well. Oh, it smells really good. Like a caramelly, very sweet malty aroma as well. It smells like a really, really big beer. Yeah, there is actually a small, very, very faint trace of hops, but it's not much. And then, oh my god, I'm so impressed that there's still a head on here. And it looks like it's got a decent amount of carbonation still. But let's just dig in and give this beer a taste. But by the way, first, I think I notice like the sherry they said. I don't really notice that in the aroma, but there is sort of like a port wine thing in here as well. But let's dig in and give it a taste. Wow, that's nice and creamy. Yeah, the mouthfeel is full, quite creamy, not as sticky and completely coating your mouth as other barley wines I've had. Because there's actually still a very faint bitterness from the hops, which is actually incredible since it's got 5 years of age. And it's very, very smooth and very, very drinkable. The alcohol is very present. You only feel it when it's like warming your throat. And that's really nice. It has become a bit more complex as well. Yeah, it's way more complex than when the last time I had it. There is still that faint citrus note. It's quite fruity actually, with a lot of those dried dark fruits. I get a lot of raisins. The plums there as well. It isn't as sherry-like as they said on the bottle, but that might be because it's been aging. There's sort of a vinous port wine character to the beer, but it is not as much as I expected actually. It's more of a mild barley wine. This would be a good beginner barley wine if you're not too into barley wines, I think. It's not the biggest barley wine I've had, but it's certainly a big beer, and I'm quite impressed how complex and evened out the beer is now since it's been aging. And there's still carbonation. It's not much, but it's still there. That is just incredible. And maybe some burnt sugar as well. The caramel malt was more in the nose. Well, there is a faint amount of like a sweet maltiness in the beer as well, but it's not much. Maybe even some brown sugar, but it's actually a quite nice barley wine. And as I said, it's pretty mellow for a barley wine, but it's probably also because it's been aging for so long. So if you're not a big fan of barley wines, this would be a good beer to try to get you into the style. I don't know how it is like fresh, because I've never been able to get it fresh. I've always only been able to get the 2005 barley wines on Monster Ales. So they've always been 2 years old in 2007 when I started getting them. So they have all been, I've only had aged Monster Ales, but it's still good. So rating wise, it's getting an 85. It's a pretty good barley wine. It's a bit watered down compared to other barley wines. It isn't as sticky in your mouth, but it's still a very good barley wine and definitely worth checking out. And Brooklyn is a really solid brewery, so they make some pretty good beers. I also have one more beer from the brewery to review, which is their East India Pale Ale, which is their IPA, and then I will have reviewed all of the beers. So in 85 for the Brooklyn Brewery Monster Ale. Check it out, guys, if you can get it. This is from 2005. You might not get that one, but check out newer editions. And as always, comment on my videos, subscribe, thumbs up, and check out all my other videos. And I'm gonna say cheers, and I'll see you in the next beer review.